So party names are a big part of the tabletop RPG experience, and I think it's best when those names are formed naturally. So our current party name is Bonesaw and the Pleasure Men. It's not a name that will strike the fear into the heart of your enemies, but it came naturally and we kind of like it. And I know what you're thinking, how on earth does that sort of name come naturally? So let me tell you. It all started with us trying to get to a pirate ship to rescue some ladies of the night. We were basically told by the head madame that her girls weren't back from the ship yet and we should go rescue them. And after a few minutes of planning, our hobgoblin called Ruby Briar, who was named after the beer hobgoblin Ruby, he basically decided, why doesn't he dress up as the prostitute? And our Dampire monk, Graves, really liked the idea and wanted ins. So cut to an hour later, we were rowing across the sea in this little rowboat, going towards the pirate ship with the plan of Ruby and Graves were going to sneak up and just integrate with the ship's ongoings. But when we got there unnoticed, so we could just sneak through the gun ports. So it wasn't even that necessary we needed them to be prostitutes anymore. However, they made the effort, so they were going in like that. So they sneak onto the ship, but everyone's asleep, bar one guard. And Ruby, being the hobgoblin, decides this is the perfect time to try and seduce the guard. Now, I don't know if you know what Pathfinder hobgoblins look like, but they look a little something like this. And our amazing DM basically describes as Ruby emerges from the shadows just smiling. However, he rolls pretty well, so the guard's kind of into it. At which point Graves sneaks up behind the guard and chokes the life out of him. And then eventually Bonesaw, our gunslinger, sneaks onto the ship. And all three of them just start murdering all the sleeping pirates in their beds. And then they eventually find one of the ladies of the night. She informs them that all the girls are fine. And when she asks who she should say to her madame, who rescued her, Graves, without skipping a beat, says Bonesaw and the Pleasure Men, which had most of us on the table just laughing just on how ridiculous the name was. But chronologically, that's what she went back to tell her mistress. And now we are Bonesaw and the Pleasure Men. It's a name that came natural, it was fun, and at the end of the day, we're going to look back at that moment after we complete the campaign and be like, that's the moment we became Bonesaw and the Pleasure Men. And I think it really just beats out just sitting around the table, just trying to come up with a name that had no sort of story impact. But if anyone else has like their own unique party name, like, comment it. I would like to hear them, please.